Hi, my name is Cody Schroeder. Running my YouTube channel here. I was just sitting down here and I was looking at this debate that happened on Wednesday. I came home from work. I decided to sit down and watch it, and I am appalled. Not because Donald Trump is an idiot and incompetent. We already knew that. Not just because Hillary Clinton is incompetent and believes in evil things. We already knew that. Both of these people are terrible, and I've known that the entire time. I've never been a supporter of either, and if you look back on my videos, you can see that. It's very clearly written here. I am appalled that this is probably the easiest debate ever for a conservative or a Republican, because we actually had a fair moderator for once. Which, I mean, whatever you want to say about it, it is what it is. Chris Wallace was a great guy. He was pretty neutral. He let everybody to speak, even when Hillary Clinton, went and interrupted Trump. He allowed Trump to go and interrupt Hillary Clinton. He tried to cut them off, and he was pretty fair and balanced to everybody and allowed them to express their opinions and to explain themselves on various things that have happened, including all the scandals that have been going on. What I hate is the answer on abortion, which Trump did okay. He really dropped the ball. He didn't do what he needed to do, and Hillary Clinton just flat out fucking lied. It was just a flat out lie. There's no other way to explain that. So let me just go into it for you. Okay? Late term abortion is never used, ever, not one case ever used for a woman who is endangered by the child. Not once. Not ever. You want to know why? It takes 3 days. 3 days. What they do is they insert a plastic or wood piece into the birth canal in order to have it expand, so that way the forceps can get through there and make an incision into the womb and pull the baby out by its feet. Pull it all the way out except for the head, turn it around as violently as possible, and shove scissors into the back of the human child. Now, this is a child that is already fully formed, can feel everything, has emotions, can react to things, has a heartbeat, is 100% viable outside of the womb. And they shove scissors into the back of its head, feeling every single bit of it, and vacuum out its brains, and then throw away the carcass like it's nothing. That's what they do. And she has refused to label this as a human child. She's refused to acknowledge that. She's doing the same thing that slave owners did to their slaves back in the day. Oh, it's their property, so they could decide what to do with it, whether or not it's human or not. They could decide how to treat them, whether they beat them or they kill them. It doesn't really matter because they're not really human. She's doing the same thing here. Donald Trump refused to even admit that they were human, refused to go into any of this, and has no procedural understanding of late-term abortion. If at the end of the pregnancy, a child is a danger to the woman, they force birth. They can't force birth in order to do a late-term abortion. It doesn't work that way. That's why they have to do it in the 3-day step and open up the birth canal, because if they induce labor through chemical processes, then it is now considered a birth. And if it's considered a birth, it is now considered a protected thing. So anytime that they're doing late-term abortion has nothing to do with the mother's life, because within 3 days, usually if the mother's life is in danger, she'll be dead. So what they do is like I said, they open up the birthing canal, and then they pull the baby out violently, flip it around, sometimes breaking the neck, and they insert scissors into the back of the skull, jamming out and scrambling their brains before they suck it out with a vacuum cleaner. And then they throw the carcass away. And that is an inhuman way to treat somebody, and what she said is a complete and utter lie. They do not have to worry about their feelings because they don't think that they're human beings. They don't think that they're really children. Anybody who's made it to that point in their life and then still wants to get rid of the baby is no longer thinking about the baby or their own health. They are thinking solely about whether or not they can continue to do something and whether or not they can continue to get away with it. Something may have changed in their life to where they no longer want the baby, and so they're okay with killing it. And that is what happens. If you want to try and save a mother's life, you induce birth and you see if the child has a chance of living. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.